Welcome back, little traveler. I've been waiting for you. The stars are twinkling, the night is quiet, and a new door is ready. Can you see it? It's made of carved wood, with golden hinges and tiny dancing puppets carved along the edges. This door smells like fresh sawdust and a warm fireplace. Tonight, we journey to a magical land in Italy, where one small puppet dreams of becoming a real boy. Take a deep breath with me. 1, 2, 3, and step softly through the door of sleep.
Once upon a time, in a little town in Italy, there lived a kind old man named Geppetto. He was a woodcarver, and he spent his days making beautiful toys for children. But at night, when the world grew quiet, his heart felt lonely. He had no children of his own, and his house echoed with silence. One day, Geppetto carved a puppet out of a special piece of wood. It had floppy arms, cheerful eyes, and a big, curious nose. "I shall call you Pinocchio," Geppetto said with a smile. That night, as he sat beside the fire, a tiny blue light floated into the room. It was the Blue Fairy. She saw Geppetto's kind heart and whispered to the puppet, "Pinocchio, be kind, be brave, and one day you may become a real boy." Suddenly, the puppet blinked. His legs twitched, and then he spoke. "Papa," he said. Geppetto's eyes filled with tears. "Pinocchio, you're alive!" And from that moment, the workshop was filled with laughter. Pinocchio's promise. Pinocchio was playful and full of questions. But he was also new to the world. He didn't always know right from wrong. The Blue Fairy reminded him, "Be good, tell the truth, and always listen to your heart." And with that, Pinocchio was sent off to school. Geppetto gave him a small book, a shiny apple, and a hug. "Learn well," he said, "and come home safely." But on the way to school, Pinocchio saw a group of children laughing. They weren't going to school. They were going to the fair. A sly fox and a tricky cat waved to him. "Come with us," they said. "You don't need school. Have fun instead." Pinocchio hesitated. He remembered Geppetto's smile. But the music was so loud and the candy smelled so sweet. "I'll just look," he said. "Just for a minute." Trouble at the puppet show. Soon, Pinocchio found himself at a puppet theater. The puppets on stage looked just like him. He laughed and danced, forgetting everything. But the puppet master Stromboli had other plans. "You will be my star," he shouted. "You'll dance every night and never leave." Pinocchio was trapped in a wooden cage far from home. That night, the blue fairy appeared. "Why didn't you go to school, Pinocchio?" she asked gently. I was kidnapped," he lied. Suddenly his nose grew longer. "Oh, what's happening?" "Every time you lie," she said, "your nose will grow." Pinocchio looked at his long silly nose and sniffled. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I'll be honest from now on." The blue fairy smiled, and with a sparkle of magic his nose shrank. She unlocked the cage and kissed his wooden cheek. "Be good, little puppet," she said. "Your heart is learning." The search for Geppetto. Pinocchio missed Geppetto more than ever. He began the long journey home, trying to be helpful and honest. But when he reached his town, Geppetto was gone. A bird told him, "Your papa went searching for you." He sailed across the sea. Pinocchio didn't hesitate. He swam and swam through the waves until a shadow rose beneath him. A giant whale. With a great gulp, the whale swallowed him whole. Inside the belly of the whale, it was dark and damp. "Hello," Pinocchio called out. "Pinocchio," a voice replied. It was Geppetto. The old man had been swallowed too, while searching for his son. They hugged tight. "I'm so sorry," Pinocchio cried. "I've learned my lesson." Geppetto smiled. "We're together now. That's what matters." But how would they escape? Pinocchio had an idea. They built a fire from driftwood and made smoke. The whale sneezed, "Achoo!" and out flew Pinocchio and Geppetto into the sea. The wish comes true. Back on shore, they coughed and laughed and hugged again. That night, in their cozy home, Pinocchio tucked Geppetto into bed. The blue fairy appeared once more. "You've shown courage, kindness, and truth," she whispered. "You've earned your wish." She touched his wooden forehead with a glowing wand, and Pinocchio felt something change. His legs warm, his hands soft, his heartbeat real. He was no longer a puppet. He was a real boy. Geppetto wept with joy, and from that day on, their home was filled with love and laughter. The dreams of a boy and the heart of a father.
You see, dear traveler, even a puppet made of wood can become something wonderful, with a little honesty and a big heart. You've been listening so well tonight. Now it's your turn to sleep and dream. Close your eyes. Feel your breath slow. Let your thoughts drift on gentle waves. And if you find yourself dreaming of a little wooden boy, maybe you'll remember the magic door that brought you there. I'll be waiting tomorrow night, with a new key, and a new adventure. Good night, sweet dreamer.